Okay, today we're gonna talk a little bit about how Malaysia has two national day.
Yes, actually, Malaysia does have two national days.
Kamu sedang mendengar?
Jom Sembang Malaysia.
All right. So I used to be when I first started, as a social media person, then I always type like Merdeka and National Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was quite clear cut one. 31st, this is the wishes, Selamat Hari Merdeka. And then sometimes we also say, oh, Happy National Day. And then when I think Najib or Prime Minister declared that, the 16th September is Malaysia Day, then ever since then, right, every time 31st August come, I'm like, happy, a bit stuck and confused lah.
Actually, right, when was Malaysia Day? When was the first one? Do you remember? Do you know?
I think it was when Najib declared it in 2010, if I'm not wrong.
Was it Najib already in 2010? Gosh.
Yeah. So that is like already 12, 13 years. I can imagine the last 12, 13 years. Every time come National Day, I'm like, I stuck a bit lah. It's not that I don't know. I need to like think double time before I click post or type out a post, which have never ever happened to me before this lah.
I think it's such a big confusion lah. I'm glad that now there is a Malaysia Day that is being celebrated properly, because actually Merdeka Day is only auspicious date for Sabah and Semenanjung kan, Malaya.
Actually, no. Oh, I don't think so.
Then
So confusing, right? I thought 31st was when actually British released the Malaya, released Singapore, released Sabah and Sarawak. It's just that due to maybe some paperwork that they need to sort out, they have not declared that the four of these places or country is one country until the 16th September. So I think all of us actually achieved freedom then. Oh, I might be wrong. I don't know. I told you my sejarah sucks.
it could have been not official, because I know both Sabah and Malaya, China, I'm talking like Sarawakian like that. Do you know that Sarawakians call us Malayans? Yes. But it was 31st August that officially, so you could be right, that it could have been agreed upon, but there was some delay. But as far as I remember, it was 31st August on 2 different years. So Sabah, 31st August, I cannot remember what year now, and Malaya. And then I know that Sarawak was 22nd of July. Again, I also cannot remember what year lah. But that is why I always feel like when we say Selamat Hari Kebangsaan, it's like, I don't really understand what that means anymore. Because to me, it's like Malaysia Day is when Malaysia was born. How do you celebrate, the birth of Malaysia when Malaysia wasn't born?
True.
Like 1957, yeah.
But then again, I think that might be a bit wrong, man. Because I started thinking, right, we also celebrate Sarawak Day, ma. So maybe they didn't all achieve Merdeka on the same date.
Oh, definitely we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so confusing. So yeah lah. Anyway, so now we have 2 days, 2 national day. One is Merdeka Day, which I actually still think that is more of a Malaya Merdeka Day and
Okay.
not a national day.
Okay, yes.
Like for me, Malaysia Day is a national day. So I have to like
Yes.
brainwash my brain now. Like, okay, Jinan, 31st August is just Merdeka Malaya, it's not a whole
Betul.
Malaysia. So
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah lor. And it's not just us lah. I think a lot of times you will see, right, on social media, everybody will go, oh, happy how many hours birthday in Malaysia. But then, they're counting from 1957, padahal Malaysia 1963 je.
Correct. But having said that, right, wouldn't it be a cool idea to just say 31st August Malaya saja cuti lah, Sabah Sarawak tak payah cuti mah. Sebab they already have Sarawak Day, then they have Sabah Day. They already holiday already. Why they need an extra day because Malaya holiday?
No, 31st August memang
Malaya
Sabah.
Merdeka.
Itu saya dah confirm. Memang Sabah. Yeah,
So it should be just Malaya and Sabah that is holiday, because Sarawak has their own Sarawak Day on the 20th.
I think that would be
July.
fair lah. I think that would be
sense
fair
and be
lah.
less confusing for the coming generation.
Yes, I agree. But having said that, I said 1963, right? That means this year Malaysia is 60 years old lah. Betul kah?
Betul.
Big number, way. Big number,
Big
60.
number. Have you seen
We
the new
have
logo coming around?
Yes.
Okay, I know Juita is not the very look at the logo thing. Every year our country has a new Malaysia Day
Or National Day logo.
yeah, icon. Yeah.
Yes. I think it's supposed to be like the theme for the next year.
Some sort
Kan?
like that.
Yeah.
Talking about team, let us take a break and
Okay.
then we shall discuss more about Malaysia's vision.
Okay. This episode was brought to you by Songs and Stories.
We are currently available on Facebook, Songs and Stories, X, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it now. And actually, the best place for all the stories are on our website, songsandstories.com.my.
So what is Malaysia's vision? I still remember when you think vision, right? You think vision 2020, but 2020 came and gone and it was the COVID year. So what's our vision now?
I think Vision 2020 has been so well campaigned that it is ingrained in all Malaysians, you know. But now it's like if you talk about vision, you have to like, God meh. And actually, I think our new prime minister, when he became prime minister, he actually announced his new vision lah.
Okay.
And then normally people will say, okay, branding wise, right, communication wise, right. When you communicate something and you want all the common people, you know, of all ages and generation to actually understand, you should use words that's not too bombastic or too stuck to one generation and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I think our prime minister did the whole, okay, this one every generation, the word does not belong to one generation, it belong to all generation. But the
Right.
thing is, all generation have not really used it before. And it's called Malaysia Madani.
I think that is kind of cool because the fact that nobody knows what it is or knew what it is, that everybody is like, huh, what is it lah? So got curious sikit lah. Saya pun curious.
Okay lah, but people curious got two types lah. One is they'll find out, the other one is ignore next.
Okay, but I think today's generation, right, we actually find out one. You either go Google or you go ChatGPT or something lah. You will ask lah. There is a way to find out. Whether the information is available or not is a different question. But I think there is. I've seen quite a bit of information online lah. Have you looked it up?
Let me go and see if the word Madani actually is in the dictionary.
Wah, I should take out my Dewan, Kamus Dewan juga. My old one.
It is in the dictionary.
Ah.
Wow. Considering that I'm a Malay writer, I also don't know.
Okay, so what does it say in the dictionary?
Okay, in the dictionary, it's all in Malay, but I'm just going to translate, okay? So it stands for 6 things. It says development, kemajuan, development or progress in the way of thoughts, your spiritual, your material, and making an effort to form a society. That's what the word means. Indirect translation. I'm just reading the definition and translating to you. But it's so hard, right? So like that, like, huh? What you mean, right? Then after that, in the explanation, actually Madani campaign quite interesting. They actually explain what Madani is lah. Because if you don't explain, all your citizen will be a bit lost. So it actually translates to 6 points.
Okay.
Okay, MADANI. But since we're doing English, right?
Okay.
So the points in English is called script, SCRIPT.
Oh,
okay,
there's the English answer.
correct. So it's S for sustainability,
Okay.
C for care and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
R for respect,
Mm-hmm.
I for innovation, P for prosperity, and T for trust. You know, of all that I like here, I like trust.
Why do you like trust?
Because I think that our country lacks of trust right at the moment.
Who do you not trust?
I don't know. I find that our people are a little bit like, how to say, we don't trust the okay, this is gonna sound a bit racist.
Okay.
They will say that, the Bumi Putra don't trust the non-Bumi Putra to actually, take care of the land together as one. They might steal our land. And then the Chinese people say, hey, don't trust them because they got Bumi Putra privilege and all that. So
Yeah.
there's all this distrust going on that I find like we have never addressed before. So it's quite cool that Madani actually addressed it.
Yes, actually that's very good because I think, sad to say lah, that has been the agenda all this while, to not have that trust so people can be in power lah. That's always been my thing. That's why you have parties that are supposed to take care of your own interests. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my race means take care of my own interests. And therefore, that's how people control lah. But trust is something that has been talked about even in, I was listening to Singapore news also, they've been talking about trust, and how important it is lah. Actually, you're very right lah. Because you can have everything, but if at every corner you are second guessing, really or not, they all say like that, really or not, what, very susah lah. In a family, you cannot what? Right or not? Everything.
Yeah, but I think it's not just between race lah. A good example, sometimes within the race itself also have distrust.
Correct. Or it's like, last time we were saying there's like, banyak, there's the kayangans and then there's the banyak darjat. So between the darjats, if you are, even in the same race, yeah, there's gonna be that as well. It's very unhealthy lah. Because after all,
Yeah,
we
within
are.
the same race. So
Yeah.
for a very practical thing that's not even dajat lah,
Mm.
there's this story when I was buying my car from a Chinese branch manager.
Okay.
I was very proton. So after she said that, oh, a lot my customers are Malays,
Mhm.
which I thought, oh, okay, quite interesting. Because normally you buy cars from someone you know. Then she said, oh no, my customer can't buy car because they know me and I don't know them. Because they say that if they buy from someone they know, then the whole saudara mara, the whole family part will know, and then they will all know that you have money and they will come and borrow money or like ask you for money and stuff like that. So they prefer to buy cars from someone that's not in the family of not friends so that nobody will know that they have money to buy car.
Yes, I've heard this story before. Actually, not just for that, right? For a lot of barang-barang mewah. But
Yeah.
good lah
So
then.
that is like trust lah. So let me read out the six again. I let
Okay,
you
okay, okay.
choose one. Okay.
Wait, wait.
So six
Okay,
Now
sustainability.
she take a deep breath. She remember
Care and
sustainability,
culture.
care and compassion.
Oh, okay. Care and compassion. Sorry.
Okay.
R is
Respect,
innovation.
innovation. Correct. One more.
Ah, PT, right?
Eh,
IPT. CRIPT.
this one you
Innovation.
won't guess one.
P.
It's prosperity.
Oh.
It's so like a Chinese word. It's like not a Malaysian word. So when I first saw it, I'm like, prosperity and trust. I think prosperity is something that is, for me, it's a bit surprising lah. But yeah, out of that six, besides trust, five then, what do you resonate with?
Actually, I resonate with the entire combo. I mean, not to say that all also I agree with, but what I like the most is how each one jives with the other because they are actually people always think that you can only have one, you cannot have the other one.
Correct.
For example, you can have sustainability, but at the cost of prosperity. They always think like, oh, if you want to take care of the forest, then you don't earn money.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
yeah.
is not true.
That's
Because
true.
if your country is has a wealth of sustainable forests and all that, it actually contributes to the welfare and the health and therefore the wealth of the nation, correct or not? Because imagine if you got what now you're talking about global warming, you got flood, everything, you
Yeah,
got people all getting sick, it's like so hot, cannot survive, then where's the prosperity gonna be, right? So it shows that it goes together lah. Like if I care for you, oh, if you're so caring, how to be good boss, right?
yeah,
Not
yeah.
who's gonna care? You get everybody maternity leave all the time, or wow, so good boss. Like where are people gonna work properly? But you see, they go together lah. Or you trust people so much after people swindle you,
Correct,
but
correct.
no, it can go together lah. So
So if you
yeah, lor.
ask me, looking at the six, right, it actually have three what I call the heart, and the other three is the world.
Wow.
So there is like
Okay.
the three is like sustainability, innovation, and prosperity. It's like the world lah. It's like it's a bigger scale.
Okay.
But when it comes to care and compassion, respect and trust, it's very hard human issue, which I kind of think
Oh,
quite nice lah. The balance of it,
the humanity part.
Yeah.
Interesting. See, so many ways of looking at it. But
The
it's
other thing that I'm
nice.
always asking myself is whether it's Malaysia Madani, which is what they call it, or Madani Malaysia, which I'm doesn't sound right somehow. Malaysia Madani. I feel like it should be Madani Malaysia.
Okay, the
Then
BM expert coming already.
okay. Sorry. I cut you off just now. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying that it is nice. It is something that actually means something.
Yeah, it means something deeper besides the surface, right?
I mean, a lot of them have been very slogan lah. I remember there was one. I'm not going to say which slogan that came out, but I actually felt upset when I heard that slogan because it's like everybody is saying that, but in the practice of it, it was still like what I was saying. It's still divide and conquer. And then when you proclaim this particular slogan, it's so opposite from what I saw with my eyes happening. So I mean, it's like, yeah, you can say things till the cows come home, right? But I don't know, Madani feels authentic lah.
Feels professional, have depth, and really hit home somehow.
And it's very Malaysian.
Correct. It's very Malaysian. It feels
Yeah.
how to say like very culturally thought through.
Yes.
Like deep thought lah. It's not like some slogan that just say, "Hey, come unite together. Hey, come let's do
Yes.
and make our country rich or something." It has
Correct.
all of that component in that one word.
Yeah. It's very wholesome lah. But is it how
Wholesome.
do we achieve that lah? How do we work towards that as human being, as the masyarakat? Wah, che.
Chey. I think that one maybe if you have to how to say, I think it's a little bit easier to implement because it's personal and not personal. It's like care, respect, and trust is something that is your personality, your characteristic that you need to build.
Ah.
So unlike other slogans before this, it's always like wow so big that you don't
Mm,
feel like it's not a personal development.
okay.
So I think what really nail it in the eye is that it's a personal development that contributes to the country's development.
Hmm.
Or am I just talking nonsense? But yeah,
No, but even the other three, the sustainability, the prosperity, and the innovation, it's also things to aspire towards lah, right? So
correct. So now that everybody in the government they will say, "Oh, salam
Malaysia
Malaysia
Madani,
Madani." So yes, Juita can do that. She can end the episode by saying,
Salam Malaysia
"Happy
Madani.
Malaysia Day."
Jom Sembang Malaysia is brought to you by two Malaysian friends who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sebang session with Juita Subito and Gina Yap Lai Yong. Today's podcast is recorded in my house.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the latest episode release.